Hey everybody, it's Tiffany Lashmet with the Texas A&M Agriculture Law YouTube channel. I want to talk today about the property tax notice of appraised valuations that you're probably receiving in your mailbox, and remind you the importance of taking a good look at those. So every year in April and May, these notices of appraised value are sent out by your county appraisal district. And those notices of appraised value let you know the property tax value that your land will be taxed on. Here's where people get tripped up. Even though these statements come out in May, you won't get the actual tax bill until October. And the kicker is this: you can't wait until you get the bill in October to pay attention to the details and catch a problem with your statements. You have only during the month of May. This can differ a little bit by appraisal districts, but generally speaking, the protest deadline is somewhere around May 15th. So again, check with your specific district. It depends on when they send the notices out. But if you want to protest what's in your notice of appraised value, you have to do that in May. If you wait until you get your tax bill in October, it's going to be too late. And so when you get your notice of appraised value in the mail, there's a few things you want to check. The first, obviously, check and make sure that your properties are described correctly. Make sure that they have the ownership listed correctly. Make sure that they have the number of acres listed correctly. If there are any problems with that, obviously, you'll want to talk to your county appraisal district and get them whatever documentation they need to fix it. When it comes to the value, your statement should have a column that shows the appraised value from last year, and then another column that's going to show the current year market value. Obviously, you're looking for any changes in that, right? Did the property increase in value over the last year? You can consider, depending on that amount of increase or the amount of the appraised value, whether or not you want to file a protest, but you certainly want to take a look at that. Do be aware, depending on the type of property you have, there may be some other important things to check. For example, are you receiving any special use valuation for agricultural land? So there's a column here that will say, land market value, and then it will say agricultural and timber value. So if you are receiving, or you think you are supposed to be receiving, agriculture use valuation, make sure that it shows that amount on your bill. Watch for any other exemptions as well. For example, there are exemptions for people that are over 65. Look and see if that is on here. If the property is your homestead, if you've declared that as your homestead, there's also a homestead exemption that will lower the tax amount that you'll owe as well. So check for those types of exemptions. Another thing to note, if you've got property that also has a structure on it, on the bill itself, it's going to split those two out. And so you can see, I'm just looking at my own property tax bill here. You can see there's a line for homestead land market value and then homestead improvement value. And so on here, they have split my house, right? They've split the house separate from the land, each one valued separately. So you can see those. All right. In addition, with the statement that you get in the mail, there's also a paper form if you do want to file a property tax protest. Again, make sure you get that done by the deadline. That deadline should be listed in your notice, but it will be sometime around May the 15th. Make sure you get that protest filed in a timely fashion if that's something that you're looking at. Certainly, if anybody has any questions related to their property tax statement, feel free to reach out. I'm certainly glad to try and help with any questions you might have. I also am happy to refer you to folks who do this for a living if anybody needs assistance.